Ever heard of erect prime? It's like turning a marshmallow into a steel rod. And no, it's not a magic trick. It's science. Erect prime, giving men the confidence to stand tall. Because when life gets hard, you should too. Remember, a little help never hurt. Erect prime, for when nature needs a nudge.
Have you ever wondered how to tell when a relationship has run its course? It's a question that plagues many, and rightfully so. Relationships are complex, filled with highs and lows, but sometimes the lows start to outweigh the highs. That's when we start searching for signs, indicators that might suggest it's time to let go. But what are these signs? How can we spot them? In this video, we're going to uncover 3 key signs that might indicate your relationship is over. The first sign is a significant decrease in communication. Now, we've all heard it before, right? Communication is the cornerstone of any relationship. It's the framework that holds everything together, so when that starts to crumble, it's a clear sign that something is amiss. Let's delve a bit deeper. Communication in a relationship is not just about the frequency of your conversations. It's about the quality, the depth, and the ease. It's about feeling heard, understood, and valued. And when these elements start to disappear, the relationship may be heading towards a rocky road. Imagine this. You used to talk about everything under the sun, from the little things like what happened during your day to the big ones like your dreams, fears, and aspirations. But now, your conversations have dwindled down to mundane logistics. Who's going to pick up the groceries? Did you pay the bills? These are necessary conversations, yes, but when they become the bulk of your communication, it's a red flag. Or perhaps your conversations have become a battleground. Every discussion turns into a heated argument with no resolution in sight. You're constantly walking on eggshells, afraid that the slightest misstep will spark another fight. This constant state of conflict is not only emotionally draining, but it's also a sign that the relationship is not in a healthy state. Now let's be clear. Every relationship goes through phases. There will be periods of less communication, especially during times of stress or change. But if this becomes the norm rather than the exception, it's time to take a step back and evaluate. What can you do about it? Start by opening the lines of communication. Express your concerns, your feelings, your needs. Encourage your partner to do the same. Remember, it's not about placing blame, but about finding a solution together. So, if you find your conversations becoming less frequent or less meaningful, it might be time to reassess your relationship. Look out for these signs and don't hesitate to seek help if you need it. After all, it's better to address the issue head-on than to let it simmer and potentially cause more damage. The second sign is when you or your partner stop making each other a priority. Now, this doesn't mean dropping everything for your partner at every turn, or living solely for the other. It's about balance and mutual respect. In any healthy relationship, it's crucial for both partners to prioritize one another. This includes making time for each other, even amidst the hustle and bustle of daily life. It's about showing up for each other, whether it's for a simple dinner at home or a significant life event. But what happens when this balance shifts? What happens when work, hobbies, friends, or even binge-watching your favorite series consistently take precedence over spending time with your partner? It's a subtle shift, often unnoticed until it's too late. Imagine this. It's a Wednesday evening. You could be sitting across from your partner, sharing stories about your day, laughing at ridiculous jokes, or perhaps discussing a book you've both read. Instead, you're hunched over your laptop, engrossed in work. Or maybe you're catching up with friends, leaving your partner alone at home. And this isn't a one-off instance, but a recurring pattern. This consistent deprioritization of your partner can be a clear sign that your relationship is on the rocks. It's one thing to have occasional commitments that take precedence, but when it becomes the norm, it's a red flag. Every relationship has its seasons. There will be times when one partner needs to take a back seat, but it's important that these are exceptions and not the rule. If you find that you or your partner are consistently choosing other commitments over each other, it may be time to reassess. Relationships thrive on mutual effort, compromise, and most importantly, the shared decision to make each other a priority. When this no longer holds true, when you're no longer a priority in each other's lives, it's a clear sign that your relationship might be in trouble. The third sign is when you or your partner stop making future plans together. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean planning your retirement in the Bahamas or what color to paint the nursery. It can be as simple as planning your next weekend getaway, or even just a date night next week. Future plans are like the stepping stones of a relationship. They show that both parties are invested in the relationship's continuity. They demonstrate a mutual desire to grow and evolve together. When you're looking forward to sharing experiences, it's a sign of a healthy and thriving relationship. But what happens when these plans start to fade? When the future becomes a blurry vision that's easier to ignore than to focus on? This is when the alarm bells should start ringing. A lack of future plans or an unwillingness to commit to future events together can indicate a lack of commitment to the relationship itself. It's like being on a road trip with no destination. Sure, the journey can be fun for a while, but without a destination, you'll eventually find yourselves lost, aimless, and likely frustrated. Similarly, a relationship without future plans can feel directionless and unfulfilling. Of course, it's essential to live in the moment and enjoy each other's company, but a healthy balance between living in the now and planning for the future is crucial in a long-term relationship. It's about having something to look forward to, giving you both something to work towards. It's about being excited about the future because you know who you'll be sharing it with. So start asking questions. Are you both avoiding making plans because you're unsure if you'll still be together? Are you finding it hard to see a future with your current partner? These are tough questions, but they need to be asked. Remember, it's not about the grand plans or the big events. It's about the willingness to look ahead, to envision a shared future, no matter how small or big those plans may be. So if you find yourselves avoiding future plans or commitments, it's another strong sign that your relationship may be over. In conclusion, the 3 key signs that your relationship might be over are a lack of communication, no longer prioritizing each other, and a lack of future plans. Let's quickly revisit these signs for a better understanding. Lack of communication can manifest in various ways, such as not sharing your day-to-day experiences, withholding feelings, or avoiding confrontations. This can create a significant gap between partners, making it difficult to maintain a healthy relationship. Next, if you or your partner are no longer prioritizing each other, it could indicate that the bond is weakening. Love is about choosing each other every day. If that's not happening, it might be a sign that the relationship is on shaky ground. And finally, a lack of future plans. If you and your partner are not discussing or envisioning a future together, it might suggest that one or both of you are not committed to the relationship for the long haul. If these signs resonate with you, take some time to reflect. It's essential to have open and honest conversations with your partner. If things still don't seem right, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Remember, it's okay to ask for advice and help when you need it. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others who might benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content like this. Remember, it's okay to seek help and advice when you need it. You're not alone.